Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Hines Gaming and this is my F35 dogfighting video, numero uno. I'm going to make 3 videos today. The first is going to be the basics of handling, the second is going to be offensive maneuvers, and the third is going to be defensive maneuvers. So, stay tuned. I'm going to be posting these all through the night because it takes me about an hour to make a video and then encode it and then upload it. So, I'm probably going to have my last video up by the end of the night, so stay tuned for that. So we're going to start off with just the basics here. Pretty much a lot of people tell me that the F35 sucks dick because it can't turn. And they say that the dogfighting, it's not a dogfighter because it can't turn. It's not meant to be in a dogfight, which I agree with because it can't turn. A lot of the complaints that I get just completely and utterly involve it not being able to turn. And I'm going to answer a few things before I get into my tutorial. Can it turn? Yes, it can. Can it turn as fast as a flanker? No, it cannot. Does that matter? If you're against a very skilled pilot, I would say yes. If you're against just a pub, probably not. If you can master the F-35's turn, then it's not going to make a huge difference in a pub game. Now, if you're doing something like a tournament or playing against someone that's extremely skilled in a flanker, or any jet for that matter, you're probably going to die. But I'll cover that in defensive maneuvers, what you can do to try and avoid that. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, turning. A lot of people don't know how to do it in the flanker, and a lot of people are new to jets in general and don't know how to do it. Don't know how to do it in a flanker, and then they sure as hell don't know how to do it in an F-35. So if you, wow, am I gonna make this? Wow, I did. Okay, if you want to turn in a jet, you can watch my earlier videos and you'll know that you have to decelerate into your turn and accelerate out. So how you would do that in a flanker is just hold down the S key and then kind of afterburner your way out. But if you do that in the F-35, you're going to go below 200 speed in about a second and a half and you're going to stall. That is the main problem that a lot of people have. They stall in the middle of the turn and they're dead meat in the middle of the air and they die. So what I want you guys to try and work on is this. So you're going, you need to make a turn. Instead of holding down the S key, tap it, and then tap the W key, and then tap the S key a few times, tap the S key a few times, and try and stay around that 300 to 310 range of speed. That is your optimal turning speed. You know, if you get the the 290s, you're going a little too slow, but it's not game breaking. If you're going above 310, you're going a little too fast. So just try and stay in that 300 to 310 range, and after a while you're going to be good enough to just kind of do that outside of your jet. But for right now, just a bunch of turns. I'm going to go down to my keyboard real quick. And then, I don't know if you could hear that. It wasn't the greatest job of staying on speed because I was kind of having I had a weird facial maneuver with my neck. But if you could really hear my keys tapping, and that's what I want to get across, is that it's not holding down the S key anymore. It's really nimble, really quick taps of the S or W key to get back up to speed or get down to your optimal speed. And if you can do that consistently in a dogfight when it's a pressure situation, your dogfighting skill is going to increase drastically in the first 10 minutes you start doing this. So, if you want to practice, just find an empty server like I did right here. No one's in it, not a big deal, and practice it. And if you can do this, if you can turn like this consistently, you will be faring a lot better against flankers, I promise you. And no, you will not catch up to a flanker in order to kill him, but what I find, to be honest, in most pub games, and I know that most of my fans do play in pub games, so if you're playing in a pub game and you can keep up that 300 speed for a while, that flanker is just going to get bored and go somewhere else. I promise you that. I've seen it happen time and time again, and it works. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, there's a lot of different variables, and I'm going to be going over those in my next 2 videos, so stay tuned, and I hope this helps newer pilots and just pilots that are inexperienced with the F-35 kind of get a hang of it. So I will be back in like 40 minutes with another video. So this is Hines Gaming, and I am signing off.